Okay, brother, having a girlfriend will not solve your problems, will not solve your insecurities, will not heal your trauma. Having a girlfriend will not stop you from being lonely. You see, if you want to achieve your full potential as a man, you need three kinds of people in your life, right? And the three people are: one, a mentor; two, what, your brotherhood, your community; and three, a protege, people who you are already mentoring yourself. So first things first, a mentor. Why the fuck do you need a mentor? The reason you need a mentor is life is tough, life is hard. You need somebody who has already done the things you want to achieve in life, so they can give you what, shortcuts, real life shortcuts. These guys have already done the hard work. They have made the mistakes, right? They have done the dumbest shit. They have made the same mistakes. And it does not make any sense for you as a man to make the exact same mistakes that your mentor has already made. So you need mentors because, again, one, to prevent stupid mistakes. Two, your mentors actually stop you from being weak. You know when you're probably running a business, right? And you're making these stupid mistakes and you're about to give up. A mentor will make you realize when not to give up. Your mentor will make you realize that sometimes that's part of building a business is a phase. That part of you being lonely is a phase, and your mentor is supposed to guide you, it's supposed to correct you, so that again, your mentor will help you correct your mindset. If you're running a business and you feel like, oh shit, this shit is hard, your mentor comes in. Your mentor picks you up. Your mentor holds your hand, right? So where can you find a mentor? Because on my channel, I've been discussing over and over and over again, right? Where can you find a mentor? A couple of places that I've found mentors: the gym. The best place I found mentors is martial arts centers, because for some right reasons, every single person who is ahead of you always wants to treat you like he's a son, right? Think about it. To a mentor, I used to ask myself, why would somebody want to mentor me for life? Then it dawned on me that sometimes, right, whenever somebody has achieved a level of success, he just feels like wanting to impact the younger one. That's where mentorship comes in. This is where a mentor, your success is their own success. See, apart from one other reason you need a mentor is online advice is not just enough, right? You need to have all those nuanced approach to life. That's what happens when you have a mentor. That's what happens when your mentor wants to see you succeed. That's what happens when your mentor wants you to do better than them. So having a mentor is a life hack. One other thing I've noticed about mentors is a mentor wants you to go further than them, so that at least it gives them that joy that they mentored you, right? So, like I said, where would you find mentors? You find mentors at the gym, work, networking events, okay, I won't say mixed martial arts, but martial arts spaces, any space that requires a form of discipline, right? Business centers, even online communities, you can find mentors. Like I've said, a mentor is somebody who is already ahead of you. One, two, he's already living the kind of life you want to live, right? So feel free to have multiple mentors, and that's a life hack. Second group of people you need are your brotherhood, your community. These are guys that you are on the same level with. Now, please, this should not be the same. This should not be taken for your current loser friends. If you have friends that are not heading anywhere, those guys are not your brotherhood. Those guys are not your community members. Those guys are a bunch of losers who will keep you stuck in life, right? So the difference between a brotherhood and your loser friends is what? Intention. All of you, every member of the brotherhood is gradually moving towards a path. They are currently on the path of either self-improvement, running a business. You see, a brotherhood makes you realize that you are not lonely, right? You see, we preach this idea of lonely grind, lock your head down, move on, which is fine for a period. But you see, it makes us to form a bond with people who are individually powerful on their own. Just imagine how far you guys can go. I've called out different names of my brothers on this my video to show you how much. Yes, I'm this like Sigma guy who likes to grind out alone, but the amount of work I have done simply because I have a community, simply because I have like-minded people, right? Now, we are on our own path, right? Or we are on our own path, but still, we come together to help each other. We come together to help each other realize our own different potentials. That's how crazy it is, right? Again, you want guys that are very, very, they are goal-oriented, right? You guys have common interests. Again, you want people who are also on this path of self-improvement. You just don't want some randomies that, okay, they could have money today and for some weird reasons, you guys don't vibe, man. Because there are guys who you could think they are your brothers, but the only thing you guys discuss is what? Women. Bro, no. Yes, women, it's always nice to discuss women because I'm not that gay dude that will tell you don't talk about women, right? But women is no, they're not really the driving part of your conversation when you're with your intentional brotherhood. They're not really, they're like by the side kind of conversation, right? Now, where can you find a brotherhood? Same place you find your mentors, the gym, right? Most of the guys that I've noticed these days, gym, MMA, right? I've met a couple of guys networking events, right? Again, these are places that are very, very authentic to me, right? So it may be crazy that you could go elsewhere and find a mentor or a brother somewhere. But basically, it's one thing you have to go is one thing places you have to go is one places that are authentic to you, places that are important to your vision, and places where serious-minded people go to, right? Yes, I've never met anybody at a party who I really took serious, right? Let me see. Have I? No, no one's coming to my head right now, right? But there might be someone, but I'm not entirely sure. I put them in that space of, oh, let me form a bond with this guy, right? Now, do my guys in the brotherhood go to parties? Yes, we go to parties. That does not mean that we don't go to parties. That does not mean that we have a boring life. But again, you have to be very intentional to form this brotherhood because these guys, they'll make you feel like life is interesting. Two, you don't have to be lonely. And these guys give you ideas that they've even experienced in their own life. So, trust me, one other thing I've seen about a brotherhood is the fact that everybody wants to see you succeed, right? One other part about a brotherhood is competition. They drive you, they challenge you, right? So a quick story, right? I think I've mentioned this thing on my video several times, right? Hold on, let me lower my desk. So I remember when I was new to swimming. So where I and OJ, one of my brothers, were swimming, right? I kind of realized that every single swim stroke we're learning, this guy was moving faster than me. Mind you, I am more athletic, I am taller. But every single stroke, obviously, he was winning me. Obviously, because of the more athletic one, the moment I get the hang of the stroke, I was always coming back to win, right? Almost all the time. And then, if not for the fact that he took it upon himself to compete with me, mind you, at first, I wasn't competing with him. But when I realized that it was more like a competition, I figured that, you know what, fuck it, let's do it now. Now, the thing here is that there should be a very thin line, right? Because at some point, some people may take it to be a real life challenge, and before you know it, they begin to breed jealousy, anger. So this is why you want your brotherhood of people who know that they're on different paths. Now, I'm going to spend some time here on this brotherhood because what I've come to experience is before I used to like think, oh, having female conversations was like the holy grail of stuff. But the older I get, the more I value conversations and outings with guys. Because the conversations they are much more dense, right? It's like when you go out with girls, you're mostly having childish conversations. Just imagine going out with, I mean, apologies, not trying to insult women here, but imagine going out with kids every single time where you have to discuss mostly shallow topics. Yes, there are women that are intellectual stimulating, but that's not the majority of women. Majority of women don't talk about random stuff, brain rot stuff, entertainment stuff, right? Childhood memories. But when you're with your brothers, the conversation tends to hit different, right? Before you guys can move from business to politics to philosophy, you guys can be bouncing everywhere on self-improvement. And trust me, those kind of conversations, they always take time, right? Like 1 hour, we are done. So it's very important to have a brotherhood, right? So now the next set of people you need to have in your life is like a mentee, like somebody who you are actively coaching. The reason for that is because when you have somebody that looks up to you, you try your possible best to make sure that, one, you are living by example. You are leading by example. Two, they force you to show up. They force you to show up because you don't want to disappoint this younger person. That's the whole point. So don't see it as, oh, I am helping them. In a way, it's a mutual relationship. And it even helps you to understand how a mentor thinks when he sees you, right? It makes you understand, okay, why would somebody want to mentor me? He would want to mentor you because your win is his win. Same thing when you help the younger person win in his own game. Guess what happens? You too also win. You also win, and that's a magical part of life. right? Where you find ways where some of you are winning in your own individual lives, right? So again, what do you find these guys? And one thing you should be very careful of is having this ego of, oh, I am better than you. Nah. You want to treat them as friends, right? There's a thin line, they understand the hierarchy that you are better than them, but you never want to rub it in their face. You always want to act like, okay, you know what? I got you. I'm here for you. I'm here with you. And trust me, they give you a sense of purpose, right? And I feel like having these three guys in your life, right, is a way for you to get to step up your masculine game, right? Because to be very frank, there's a limit to what internet masculinity can give to you. But when we have real men in the real world, you guys are bonding together. You guys are beginning to realize nuances. And trust me, in life, nuances gives you a lot of life hacks, right? So you're mentoring people, people are mentoring you, you're growing with people. Mind you, just to recap, your mentors, they make you feel, they make you stronger, they kill weaknesses. Your brotherhood, they kill loneliness, they make you feel like your journey is what? Is good, right? Again, like I said, you're not hanging around a bunch of losers, you're hanging around people who are very intentional about their life. They are heading somewhere. They too are on the path. The third set of people are your mentees. These are guys who are open and they are willing to learn from you, right? Then, and then one more thing, why I said that you don't need a girlfriend, because I see way too many guys trying to deal with their loneliness problem by chasing women. No, women can never solve your loneliness problem. Women can never give you a sense of purpose. In short, most of the time, most women will distract you from your purpose. Most women, right, will just want to domesticate you, to be very, very honest, right? This is why I tell you, when you have your brotherhood around, even if you're in a relationship, trust me, they will always keep you accountable. You will always be on your edge, right? If you see a man who in his 40s and 50s, he still looks very good, he still goes to the gym, even though he has a family, that is a very good mentor. There's one of my mentors that I had a podcast with, but because of his affiliations with politics and the rest, I could not upload that episode. So I'm sorry if you didn't see that episode. My bad. Not my bad, but he kind of like, after shooting it, he kind of realized that, okay, fine, well, he may want to step down any kind of like podcasting or something, so that after his political things, he may do something different, right? So again, you want a girlfriend will make you feel, can still make you feel lonely. A girlfriend won't give you a purpose. A girlfriend won't likely distract you from it. Then what else did I say? A girlfriend will most likely not make you strong. In most cases, they would actually emasculate you. So I'm not here to like talk down on girlfriends, but my point is there are way too many guys that undervalue male friendship or companion or camaraderie with other men. There's a reason why the strong men of the past, they would always have this round table of other men, exchanging ideas, doing business, right? If you're gonna check the men of before, they deal with other men. And this is not, they deal with mostly men. Even though they say, oh, women did not have the chance back then, no. There's a vibe you get when you're on a desk with very, very serious men. And so, brother, by the way, I have a free community of men, right, where we are actually giving ourselves back to back, we're pushing each other, holding ourselves accountable, having different coaching, having different calls. We have different guys on different journeys. And trust me, it's nice to bounce ideas with people who take themselves very, very serious. So mind you, if any of the ideas in this video resonated with you, feel free to join my community, right? It's completely free, and everybody there is actively working towards improving their own life as a whole. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon, and bye for now, brother.